This isn't a chatbot. This is a personal AI assistant. I can ask it, "What's on my schedule tomorrow?" And it checks my calendar. I can tell it, "Add milk to my shopping list." And it actually does it. This is a real AI agent with a brain, powered by OpenAI, and hands connected directly to my Google account. And today, I'm going to show you how to build this exact assistant in n8n in under an hour, even if you are a complete beginner. No advanced coding needed. This is the tutorial you've been waiting for. Let's get started.
So, what's the real difference between a chatbot and an AI assistant? A chatbot, like the basic ChatGPT interface, lives in a box. It can talk about actions, but it can't perform them. It can give you a recipe, but it can't add the ingredients to your shopping list. An AI assistant or an AI agent has agency. It has been given tools, access to your digital world, to execute tasks on your behalf. The AI is the brain, but to do anything, it needs a nervous system. That nervous system is n8n. n8n is an open-source workflow automation platform. Think of it as the digital glue that connects your AI's brain, the large language model, to its hands and feet. Now, to get started, you have two main options. First, you can sign up for n8n Cloud. It's the fastest way to get going. You sign up, you get a new instance, and you're ready to build. Second, for those who like more control, you can self-host it. This means you run n8n on your own server. You can use services like Holo-Student, which has a one-click installer for n8n, or run it on a server you already have. The sample script I based this on used Holo-Student, and it's a solid choice if you want to manage your own instance. For this tutorial, I'm going to use a fresh n8n Cloud instance to keep it simple for beginners. Once you're logged in, you'll see your dashboard. Click the New Workflow button. This is our canvas. This is where the magic happens. Every workflow in n8n starts with a trigger. This is the event that kicks everything off. But we're going to build our assistant in a very specific order. We're going to build it in 4 parts: the brain, the AI model itself, the interface, how we talk to it, the tools, how it takes actions, and the memory, how it remembers things. Let's start with the most important part, the brain.
Click the plus icon on the Start node. This will open the node library. In the search bar, type AI Agent. You'll see a few options. We want the main one, just called AI Agent. Go ahead and click that. This node, this is our control center. It's the orchestrator. It doesn't think for itself, but it's responsible for receiving our commands, deciding which tools to use, executing those tools, and then formulating a final answer. You'll notice it has a few connection points. Human is for the user's input. Tools is where we'll plug in its hands. And chat model is where we plug in the brain. Right now, it's just an empty shell. Let's give it a brain. Click the Chat Model connector. A new panel will open. Search for OpenAI. We're going to use the OpenAI Chat Model node. You could also use Google Gemini or Anthropic's Claude, but OpenAI's models are fantastic for tool use, which is exactly what we need. Click it, and it will automatically connect to our AI agent. Now we need to give it our API key. This is how OpenAI knows who we are and bills us for the very tiny cost of each thought. Open a new tab and go to platform.openai.com. If you don't have an account, you'll need to create one and add a payment method. This usually means adding about $5 of credit, which will last you months for a personal project like this. Once you're in, on the left-hand side, click on API Keys. Then click Create New Secret Key. Give it a name you'll remember, like n8n Assistant, and click Create Key. OpenAI will show you your key one time. This is critical. Copy this key immediately. Don't lose it. Got it? Okay, let's go back to n8n. In our OpenAI chat model node, you'll see a field called Credential to Connect With. Click the drop-down and select Create New Credential. This will open a pop-up. Give your credential a name like My OpenAI Key. In the API key field, paste in that secret key you just copied from OpenAI. Then click Save. And that's it. You've just securely stored your API key inside n8n. Now select the model. I'm going to use GPT-4o Mini because it's fast, cheap, and incredibly smart. You can also use GPT-4o or 3.5 Turbo. Great! Our AI agent now has a brain. But before we move on, we need to give it some personality. Let's go back to the AI agent node by clicking on it. See this System Prompt field? This is where we give the AI its core instructions. This is the most important text you will write. It defines the AI's entire purpose. Let's keep it simple for now. Type in, "You are a helpful, friendly, and efficient personal assistant." You respond in a concise and clear manner. This small instruction fundamentally changes how the AI will respond. Instead of a generic, wordy AI, it will now act as a personal assistant. Okay, let's review. We have an AI agent, we have an OpenAI brain connected, we've given it a system prompt. But how do we talk to it? It has no interface. It has a brain, but no ears. Let's fix that.
Right now, our workflow doesn't have a trigger. Nothing is telling it to start. We need to create a way to send our human message to the AI agent. Later, you could replace this with WhatsApp, Discord, or a webhook, but for a beginner's tutorial, the simplest way to start is with a built-in form. Go back to the Start node. Click the plus icon. It's okay that the AI agent node disconnected. We'll fix that. In the search box, type Form and select On Form Submission. This node does two things. It acts as a trigger, meaning it will start the workflow, and it automatically generates a web form that we can fill out. Let's configure it. Click on the On Form Submission node. In the Field section, click Add Form Element. For field name, type Prompt. For field type, leave it as string. Let's also give it a label called What's Your Command? That's all we need, a single text box to type our command. Now, let's connect our new interface to our brain. Drag the connector from the On Form Submission node and drop it right onto the human input of the AI agent. You've just wired up your ears to your brain. But wait, how does the AI agent know to use the text from our form? We need to tell it. Click on the AI agent node again. Look at the Input field. Right now, it's empty. Click the Add Expression button. This is how we map data in n8n. Click Nodes, then On Form Submission, then Output Data, then Data JSON, then Prompt. You should see this little expression, double curly braces, $JSON.prompt. This simply tells the AI agent, for your human input, use the data that came from the prompt field of our form. And with that, we're ready for our first test. This is the quick win. In the bottom left corner, click the Execute Workflow button. Because our trigger is a form, n8n will now open a new tab with that form we just designed. There it is. What's your command? Let's type a simple question. What is the capital of France? And hit Submit. Now go back to the n8n tab. You'll see green check marks on both nodes. The workflow ran. Now click on the AI agent node. On the right-hand panel, click Output. And there it is, a response. The capital of France is Paris. It's alive! You have a working brain and an interface.
This is a huge first step. You've built a basic chatbot. But we're not here to build chatbots. We're here to build an assistant. And an assistant needs hands.
This is where everything changes. We're going to give our AI the ability to read our Google Calendar. First, let's set up our calendar. I'm going to go to my Google Calendar and create a new event for tomorrow at 10 a.m. called Dentist Appointment. This is what we want our AI to find. Okay, back in n8n. Click the plus icon anywhere on the blank canvas. We're not connecting it yet. Search for Google Calendar and click the node. Now, just like with OpenAI, we have to prove who we are. We need to create credentials. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is the single most complex part of the entire tutorial. This is where 90% of beginners get stuck. But we're going to do it together, step by step. Don't skip this. In the Google Calendar node, click the Credential drop-down and select Create New. You'll see it needs a client ID and a client secret. This uses a standard called OAuth 2.0, which is just a secure way for you to grant n8n permission to act on your behalf without ever sharing your password. To get these keys, we have to go to the Google Cloud Console. Open a new tab and go to console.google.com. You might need to agree to some terms of service if it's your first time. Step 1. Create a project. At the top of the page, you'll see a project drop-down. Click it, and then click New Project. Let's name this project n8n Assistant Project and click Create. It might take a moment to provision. Make sure your new project is selected at the top. Step 2. Enable the API. On the left menu, find APIs and Services and click on Library. We're in a giant marketplace of Google APIs. In the search bar, type Google Calendar API. Click on it, and then click the big blue Enable button. This tells Google, for my n8n Assistant project, I want to use this API. Great. Now we need to tell Google who is allowed to use it. Step 3. Configure the consent screen. On the left menu, click APIs and Services, then OAuth Consent Screen. It will ask for a user type. Choose External and click Create. Now just fill in the minimum required info. App name, n8n Assistant, user support email, select your email address, developer contact information, enter your email address again at the bottom. Click Save and Continue. On the next page, Scopes, just click Save and Continue. We don't need to add scopes here. On the next page, Test Users, click Add Users. Type in your own Google email address. This is critical because this app isn't published. You're telling Google, only I am allowed to use this. Add your email and click Save and Continue. That's the consent screen done. Step 4. Create the credentials, the keys. On the left menu, click Credentials. At the top, click plus Create Credentials. Choose OAuth Client ID. This is the one. For application type, select Web Application. You can leave the name as is. Now, look down at Authorized Redirect URIs. This is the most important part. Google needs to know where to send you after you've successfully logged in. It needs to send you back to n8n. Go back to your n8n tab. In that Google Calendar Credentials pop-up, you'll see an OAuth Redirect URL field. It's pre-filled for you. Click the Copy button next to it. Now, back in Google Cloud, click Add URI and paste that URL you just copied from n8n. Hit Create. And there they are, your client ID and your client secret. This is the moment. Copy the client ID, go back to n8n, and paste it into the client ID field. Go back to Google, copy the client secret, go back to n8n, and paste it into the client secret field. Now, click Save.
A new window will pop up. This is the consent screen we just built. It's Google asking you, hey, do you trust this app called n8n Assistant to access your stuff? Because you added yourself as a test user, you can proceed. If you see this app isn't verified screen, just click Advanced and go to n8n Assistant Unsafe. It's safe. It's your app. Choose your account. Check the box that says See, Edit, Share, and permanently delete all the calendars you can access. This sounds scary, but it's required for n8n to be able to read and write events, which we'll want later. Click Continue. You'll see a success message and the window will close. Back in n8n, your credential will be created. I know that was a lot, but here's the good news. You will never have to do that again. Those credentials are now saved in n8n and can be reused for Google Sheets, Google Drive, and any other Google service. You just completed the hardest part of building AI assistants. Give yourself a pat on the back. Now, let's have some fun. Drag your Google Calendar node and connect it to the Tools input on the AI Agent node. The AI Agent now knows it has a hand. Click on the Google Calendar node to configure it as a tool. Operation. We're not creating an event, we're reading, so select Get Many or List Events. Calendar. Select your primary email address from the dropdown. n8n automatically fetches this. Tool name. This is important. This is how the AI knows what to call the tool. Name it Get Calendar Events. Tool description is even more important. We need to describe the tool to the AI. Write, use this tool to get a list of all events from the user's Google Calendar. You can filter by a start and end time. And that's it. Our brain is now connected to a tool. Let's test it. This is the aha moment.
The form pops up. This time, ask a natural language question. Type, "What's on my schedule tomorrow?" and hit Submit. Now watch n8n. Look at that execution. The form sent the prompt to the AI agent. The AI agent understood the prompt, "What's on my schedule tomorrow?" It looked at its available tools and said, "Aha! I have a tool called Get Calendar Events. I should use that." It automatically ran the Google Calendar node, which fetched all events for tomorrow. That list of events was sent back to the AI agent. The AI agent then looked at the list, formulated a natural language answer, and passed it to the output. Let's see the result. Click the AI agent node, click Output. You have one event tomorrow, dentist appointment at 10 a.m. It worked. It didn't just talk about the calendar, it read the calendar. It used a tool. This is an AI assistant. But what about writing data? What about giving our assistant a memory? We're going to give our AI a notepad by connecting it to a Google Sheet. This will be our to-do list or shopping list. First, let's create the sheet. I'm creating a new Google Sheet. I'll call it My AI Shopping List. I'll add a header in A1 called Item. That's it. Now, the most important part. Copy the sheet ID from the URL. The sheet ID is this long string of random characters right here, between the D and the edit. Copy that. Back in n8n, click the plus icon on the canvas. Search for Google Sheets and add the node. Now, for credentials. Remember that nightmare we went through for Google Calendar? Here's the payoff. Click the Credential to Connect With dropdown. Your Google credential you made earlier is already there. Select it. But we do need to enable one more API. Go back to your Google Cloud Console tab, go to APIs and Services, Library, search for Google Sheets API. Click it and click Enable. And that's it. Because we already authorized our account, we just needed to flip the switch for the Sheets API. Our credential in n8n will now work for both. Now, let's connect this tool. Drag the Google Sheets node to the Tools input of the AI Agent node. You can connect multiple tools. The AI Agent will now have two hands. Let's configure the Google Sheets node. Operation. We want to add data, so select Append Row. Tool name. Let's call it Add to Shopping List. Tool description. Let's be very clear. Use this tool to add one or more items to the user's shopping list. Each item should be a new row, but you can pass multiple items to be added. The items or item to add should be the input. Spreadsheet ID. Paste in that ID we copied from the Google Sheet URL. Sheet name. The default is Sheet 1, which is correct for us. Columns. This is the magic. How does the AI know what to write? We defined the input for the tool. Click Add Column. For column, select A. This is the item column in our sheet. For value, we need the AI to provide this. Click the little expression icon, FX. In the text box that appears, type double brace, $, input, .item, close double brace. This tells the tool, the AI will provide you with a JSON object, take the value from the item key, and put it in column A. Now, we need to tell the AI to provide that item key. Click on Tool Schema, Advanced. Under Input Parameters, click Add Parameter. Name. Item. Description. The item or list of items to add to the shopping list. Type. String. This tells the AI, when you use the Add to Shopping List tool, you must provide a string named item. That item string is then piped directly into column A of our sheet. It's all connected. Let's run the wow test.
Click Execute Workflow. Our form pops up. Let's try it. Add milk and eggs to my shopping list. Submit. The AI agent got the prompt. It analyzed its tools. It ignored Get Calendar Events because we're not asking about the calendar. It chose Add to Shopping List. It understood that milk and eggs was the item to add. It passed that data to the Google Sheets node, which appended it to our spreadsheet. Then it generated a confirmation response. Let's check the Google Sheet. There it is. Milk and eggs are in our list. It wrote to our spreadsheet. It's not just reading, it's acting. Now, for the grand finale, can our AI assistant use both tools? Can it read, make a decision, and then write? This is the final test. We're going to give it a complex, multi-step command that requires it to use both tools in logical order. I'm going to make sure my calendar is free tomorrow at 2 p.m. My calendar's clear. Let's execute the workflow. Here's the command. Check my calendar for tomorrow at 2 p.m. If I'm free, add call the dentist to my shopping list. Submit. Now, watch the canvas. This is incredible. First, the AI agent gets the prompt. It thinks, I need to check calendar. The tool runs and reports back to the AI agent, no events found. The AI agent gets this new information. It thinks, okay, the user is free. The if condition is true. Therefore, I must now add call the dentist to the shopping list. It runs tool 2, add to shopping list. The tool runs and reports back success. The AI agent gets this final confirmation. It formulates its final answer to us. Let's check the output. Click the AI agent node. Output, you are free tomorrow at 2 p.m. I have added call the dentist to your shopping list. And there it is, on our shopping list. In less than an hour, you have built a real AI assistant. You built its brain with OpenAI. You built its interface with an n8n form. You gave it hands to read your Google Calendar. And you gave it a notepad to write to your Google Sheets. It can read, it can write, and it can make decisions. And this is just the beginning. Right now, we have to use this web form to send a command. It's not very personal. What if you could just text your assistant? What if you were at the store and could just send a WhatsApp message? Add bananas to my list. And it just did it. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to take this exact workflow, remove this form trigger, and replace it with a WhatsApp trigger. So you can have this assistant in your pocket anywhere in the world. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. If this tutorial was helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel. And finally, leave a comment below and let me know what is the first thing you're going to automate with your new AI assistant. Thanks for building with me. I'll see you in the next one.